several pieces where uh, I have a problem with the way they take children into DCFS, particularly those that where our families
Several
have
pieces
poverty
where
issues. Pardon?
No, go ahead.
For those that really have poverty issues, we're working on some legislation around well-being. So that's where my head is today. Tomorrow it might be somewhere else, but we're a child welfare agency. One thing that I just want to mention before we go, because I know they're going to come pretty soon, is on Sunday we're having our grandparents raising grandchildren award ceremony. We have, I think, 19 people that we are honoring and going to uh, award them and give them their roses while they're living. Uh, some of them are grandparents and a few are just kinship, because that's the way the village is in the African American community and always have been. And we've gotten away from that, but we're going back to it. We have several programs here. We do mentoring programs for anger management, parenting classes. We have a restorative justice program where we're actually looking at all of the things that they do with our juveniles as I serve on the boards. And I try to make my voice to be heard because, in all these systems, our children are who they are getting rich off of the backs of. So that's just a little bit about who we are. We built this building here on, go in the conference room, I'll be right there. We built this building, it's 58 units of housing, and 35 units was supposed to be for grandparents raising grandchildren. Some of them have 3 and 4 bedrooms because some of the grandmothers had 5 and 6 and 7 children. And so we had to do something about that. So he's gone now, but Chandler is the one that gave us the land where we have this building, and you probably saw it here on, it's at 4041 West Roosevelt Road. So sometimes just stop by and say hello. Anything else I need to say, Miss Sadie?
Land 67.
Oh, yes. I was asked by DCFS to, I don't know how many people know about when Jess McDonald was the director of DCFS, he started a LANS. The LANS was supposed to be to help families to receive resources they needed in order to keep them together as a family, and so that youth would not have to come in to the system. Well, for some years, the one on the west side had been, I want to say, for lack of knowledge of why they split up from before, they had not been active. But I was called by Ronald Wynn from DCFS, who is a retired social worker, and asked to reactivate the LANS here on the west side of Chicago. So every 4th Thursday of the month, we've been had what I call educational sessions in order to find out what the LANS is, how we can then help our community to have more resources and to keep children at home rather than going into any system, whether it's DCFS or the juvenile justice system. So we hit on a lot of that because I chair for Congressman Davis, his Child Welfare Committee, and we're looking at a lot of those different issues. So that's a little bit about my world every day.
Thank you, Dr. Netta. We really appreciate that. And she is always on the wall, working and serving families, serving children, And I'll tell you, I'm so amazed at the energy that she has. And she's up and at work bright and early every morning. She hardly ever takes a day off. Oh, she
It's
hardly ever
God's work,
takes a day
not
off.
mine.
Yes, yes, you're right. It is
I
God's.
give him all the praise and the glory, honey.
Amen. Amen. And if you have time, you can go to their website, which is Sankofa Safe Child Initiative.org, and that's Sankofa Safe Child Initiative.org. And just for the record, Sankofa, the Sankofa House is that location is where the Chicago West Side Chambers satellite office is located.
Thank you.
4041. Yes. Thank you, Dr. Detta. She's also my godmother. I had to put that out there proudly.
I'm glad you can call me that. I'm happy about it.
Yes.
Hey,
And
you guys have a beautiful day. I'm sorry I can't stay, but I did promise that I would work on this project because we're going into the schools tomorrow for our first one, Tina. So I really got to go get it together.
awesome.
So
Awesome.
I love you all, and if you ever need me, just call.
All right. We love you too.
Thank you.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And so Sankofa Safe Child Initiative, they're located at 4041 West Roosevelt Road. That's in the North Lawndale community. As you know, we serve and we touch 9 communities on the west side of Chicago. And I want to go to Freya Hatchett. Freya, would you like to share any information about your business, program, services?
I'm currently on the train, so I live in the Austin neighborhood. I live on Chicago Avenue in Austin in the Soul City corridor, and I did attend a meeting last month, I think at the Oak Park Wintrust Bank. So that's how I received the information. And as I stated, well, I'm on my way to work. I'm a project manager for a multimedia company, but I am my side entrepreneur is doing properties. I'm currently doing a property now and rehabbing it and just buying properties and making affordable properties for my neighborhood.
Awesome. Awesome. We need to get together.
Okay.
Yeah, and chat offline.
Okay.
Great. And then hopefully we'll be able to feature you in one of our e-blasts. That'd be wonderful.
Sure thing.
Thanks for joining us. Maria Sorrell, I know you have something valuable to share.
I really don't. Well, I'm not a business person. I don't have a business. I'm just a community person.
Right. And we also provide community resources. And
Right.
Maria has a wealth of resources, especially with the 29th Ward Participatory.
And we both have that wealth, so we kind of work together with that 29th World Participatory Budget. We're trying to get, it's just trying an opportunity to engage the community and the political process here in the 29th Ward, So there's that. I noticed that I don't think you have a flyer for the Gone Again Festival, which is, I'm helping Chris, I'm volunteering with Crystal for that.
Oh, nice.
Gone Again Festival, which is Saturday, September 10th. At the Austin Town Hall from 10 to 7 p.m. So I guess she has entertainment and vendors, and I think this is the second festival. So I don't have a flyer, but I don't know if that's something you could share if you had one. So
no, I don't have a flyer. It's but I do know that you're right. This is the second year.
yeah, so that's
Right.
Saturday on the 10th. So hopefully everyone can come. I guess so. And she did just come back. I don't know if anybody saw her. She made the rounds on the TV shows or WGN anyway. And she just came back from taking some kids to Ghana. So I think she had 4 or 5 kids that she actually took to Ghana, and they had that African experience in Ghana. So I think it's her goal to take over the next few years, like up to 80 kids or something. So I think this was the second time she actually took kids to Ghana. So that's all I have to share. Thank you, Tina.
Maria, can you put that information in the chat
What information?
about Saturday?
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, I am looking for the most recent e-blast that went out.
You probably are on, well, remind me, you're probably on Bonnie's email list because I just saw one this morning. So,
No, I'm talking about our chamber, this chamber.
okay.
Yeah, the e-blast that just went out this morning. I was trying to find one of the, oh, you know what? I can go to my email because I get it here too. Let's see. I want to share the participatory
Okay.
budget information. I found it.
Morning, everybody.
Good morning, Tim.
Sorry for being a little bit late. I ran late with my coffee, so I'm here now. Just-
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we do. We still need to raise our cup, those who have their cups. This is our coffee with the chamber. And let's see, so here, this is the information that Maria earlier was talking about. Those who live and work in Austin have an opportunity to, or rather who are in the 29th ward, have an opportunity to help decide on how to spend $1 million. And so each year, the alderman of this ward participates in, how many wards do we have so far, Maria?
I think there are only 9.
9 wards, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and we're fortunate to be in a ward where our alderman participates in this democratic process where we are able to vote on how to spend $1 million. And we are collecting ideas. This e-blast went out this morning, and we have a place here where you click a link and it takes you to where you can place your ideas. So we're still collecting ideas, and September 15, that's when Maria and other team members, I'm over the south portion of the 29th ward, Maria's over the central portion, and Steve is over the northern portion of the 29th ward. And so we're going to be submitting the ideas to the city of Chicago, and they will determine which ideas are viable, meaning which ideas that the city normally support that falls in line with their guidelines in regards to getting things done in the community. Maria, can you share some things that, some of the projects that we worked on? You're muted. Okay. I guess she must have stepped away from her computer. Well, I can tell
Here I
you
am. I'm sorry. Here I am.
Okay.
You asked me to share what?
some of the projects that we worked on, and
In the past, right. So in the past, some of the things that have been done are, we have these, they call them litter receptacles. They've been painted blue and they have welcome to Austin. So we kind of have those throughout the 29th ward. We have what they're calling light pole identifiers, which are in Austin. They are, they're attached to light poles, and they're also very colorful things, that, and I think the imprint on those light pole identifiers, there's an imprint on them that represents historical landmark houses in Austin. So that imprint are just like the outline of those particular properties. I think sidewalk repair, alley repair, street resurfacing, those are all part of the projects that, that are done in 28th Ward. And apparently what's supposed to happen is that when they repair streets or alleys or sidewalks, they can be based on the project ideas that they receive from the community. So if, for example, if you have a really bad sidewalk and you submit that, as a project idea. Also, if you submit that as a project idea, it can be put on the list. That'll let the Alderman's office know which streets or sidewalks or alleys need to be repaved or resurfaced. Murals, I think we're waiting on a mural now for Columbus Park, if I'm not mistaken. There's, I think a mural is gonna be put on a school in Gilwood at Sears School. I think they're getting a mural. So those are kind of projects that are funded through the participatory budget. Community gardens, we're able to get money for community gardens and help improve the gardens. If I'm not mistaken, I think Columbus Park is getting a nice community garden, or they have the starting funds and resources to build a community garden in Austin. And we have a community garden in Central Austin, which is Harambe Community Garden. We've been able to give resources to have fencing built, so those are the kind of things, so we have the infrastructure, which are the streets, the alleys, the sidewalks, and then we have what we consider beautification projects, which would be murals or community gardens or, the light pole identifiers or the decorative litter receptacles. So we're just asking anybody that will to submit project ideas, and there's no limit to how many ideas you can submit.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
How is that?
Yeah, yeah, that's excellent. Thank you, Maria. Last year, the last voting process, we were able to get voted $150,000 that went toward bike paths on Madison. However, Divvy Bike was working with the city of Chicago, and they created multiple paths. So those funds went back into the pot or toward other items that were on the ballot. So, we can vote toward certain projects. However, if it's something that's already in line with the city of Chicago, what trumps it are the funds that's already identified by the city. And then the next items on the list will receive the funding. So yeah, help us community, Austin community. And this is for the entire 29th ward. It can be, is from youth who are age 14 up to adulthood. So we are working with the schools, with the civic classrooms, as well as businesses and local residents. So if there are any Block Club leaders, if you're watching this, please share this information. You will find it on a group page on Facebook, which is 29th Ward Participatory Budget. And then you will also see it on multiple pages that are linked to the Austin community. Yeah, that's it, the PB. Okay, let's see, we have Tim here. Let me stop sharing this. Tim, would you like to give us an update on Eden?
Yes. Thank you so much. So Eden is now basically fully funded. We also have a international partnership out of Thailand and also the UK. We're working on some properties out of Jamaica, Japan, Antigua, California, Fiji, Canada. We're actually getting a lot of support through all different states and countries through that as well. And also we are now in the phase where we're about to close in and purchase the land. So we are looking for architects, construction crews, people who know how to do things like working for commercial projects and also engineering on this project as well. We've gotten the approval from the village, and they are fully on board. We were actually putting to two newspaper articles for that village, them kind of promoting Eden coming to the town as well. And so we are waiting on that contract for annexation, and we should be opening up our hiring soon for people who want to get into the cannabis hospitality field as well.
Thank you so much, Tim.
No problem.
All right, I'm going to take you now to our website and just share a little information regarding membership and the resources that we provide. Then I'm going to share with you also upcoming events in the community. If you would like for us to post your community events, please share with us. You can send it to info@chicagowestsidechamber.org, and the email address is info@chicagowestsidechamber.org. And this is our website here, which is chicagowestsidechamber.org. And we're still working to get this magazine out. We had a group of young people, primarily college students, work with us this summer, and they wrote some awesome articles. We're in the final stages of publishing this magazine. It says May 2012, but that was when we were hoping to get it out, but it's going to be our September edition. We also still have West Side businesses that we celebrated this year. We featured quite a few business owners, so go ahead and take a look at our site. You'll be able to click on their bio and read about the businesses, and also buy Black, Black and Brown. That's who the primary members that we serve are, Black and Brown business members. And then here we have our membership. Oh, this is also the communities that we serve. We serve Austin, Humboldt Park, Westtown, near West Side, Lower West Side, East and West Garfield Park, North and South Lawndale. Those are the communities that are on the West Side. The other thing that I want to bring to your attention is the color of the map. Now, if you click on Chicago map, community map, you will see online that it is the color red. Go figure. We're pushing and presenting a positive view of the West Side. And that's why we chose the color yellow, because it represents being optimistic, positivity, and that we're serving. So bright yellow is the color of the sun. So if you're looking to be with the chamber, we work for you. We have networking opportunities, discounts, learning opportunities. We will work to boost your brand, give you a voice in the community, and also provide credibility to your business. And so the levels that we have free membership for childcare providers. And we had to disconnect the free membership because it was an easy way for hackers to enter into our website, or just posting. It was kind of crazy. We would get about 100 hits per day through our free portal. So we had to disconnect it. Now we also have individual membership for nonprofit organizations, business membership, hospitality membership, and then our last two are corporate and global initiative memberships. So when you get an opportunity, you can go to our website and read on the different benefits that you will be able to receive by joining. So we encourage you to join our chamber today. We're looking to feature our members on our page or the website and through our social media outlets. And I'm going to turn it over to Bernie so he can talk about what's coming up next.
Good morning, everyone. Sorry, just.
Oh, and also talk about what we did this summer.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So over the summer, I can start with that, right? Over the summer, I had the opportunity to come to the neighborhood and be part of a demonstration. I would like to describe it more importantly, because to inspire young people about different career choices that are available to them when it comes to the terms fashion industry. So in that particular day, we were focusing on a few tasks that are around the world of photography itself. So fashion photography was one that the young people in Austin did request to be part of, or west side of Chicago, I should say more importantly, did request to be have more a complete understanding. So we had one of our photographer came and donated his time to educate and demonstrate about the different ways you can do fashion photography. And I, on the other hand, elevate further their education by highlighting how they can be part of that world of fashion by having a job or a task around photography. For example, a young lady, we highlight how she can be a fashion stylist for photography. Another one was like being a creative director. Another one was how you can be a photographer assistant. And those are, they don't require a college degree or spend. They are mostly position that can be created also on by learning at hands, because those things change all the time and they change very fast. So we had the pleasure of working with them, and it was a lot of fun.
I was looking for the pictures.
There you go.
Yeah.
And Tina
So-
was here. Um, how many would you say, Tina, were there? Like 15?
Yeah, I would say about 15.
Or 15?
Mhm.
It was a lot of fun, and then they had questions, we answered them, and then they had questions for me, and then also for photographer and so on. And then we gave them the opportunity to do their own photography, as you can see here, to be part of the creative process, and so on and so on. So it was definitely an opportunity for me to serve that community also. And then Alex is actually grew up in the area. That's him right there. The photographer is a fashion photographer. His work has been published in several magazines as well. Very good friend of mine, and so on. So, I mean, great, 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 great team of people. So yeah, I couldn't ask for anyone to change. Really, it was a great experience.
Yeah, it was a really great experience for me too. And I was able to take pictures. So I was behind the scene,
Yeah.
which was really great. I was able to capture the young people and I learned a lot myself. That was really an incredible workshop for the young people. And just, looking at this young lady here, I was saying to myself, oh my goodness, I wonder what Bernie was thinking when she was
Well,
making her poses. I was like, man, I bet he's saying she's a natural.
yeah, I mean, part of what we're doing here, guys, is to allowing them to be in control of their environment, of their own environment, and accepting who they are as individual. Because a lot of time, they see things on TV and they just assume that either they cannot do this, they cannot relate, it cannot be me because such and such thing. But by giving them a complete opportunity to be in control of their own environment, then we were able to see them in action with their own sense of creativity and their own sense of identity. As you can see here in this picture, this young lady shaping and forming the visual before she actually told the other lady, go ahead and take the picture. So we show them how they can also work together as a team, you know, also, and then to respect each other's talents, you know, because in photography, there's a lot going on also in when it comes to the creative process. You know, you have the model, you have your makeup artist, you have your hairstylist, you have your photographer, you have your lighting department, you have your stage crew, you have I mean, it can be endless. As I mentioned to them before, I've worked with creative team up to 50 people before, you know. So you have to come to a point where you have to be a person that willing to accept challenges, you know, but at the same time, uh, knowing on how to communicate effectively in order for your vision can come to light as well. So yeah, like I said, I wouldn't change anything in the world for that experience that day, Tina. Once again, thank you for inviting me to be out there and do it. And really, it was a blessing to be there.
It was a blessing to have you too. And I learned something about the hands.
Yeah.
What Bernie mentioned about the hands, you know, they always want to make sure that when an image is taken, that your hands are always present.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was quite interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as the event, we propose, guys, to do a chamber slash fashion community building type of event. We're looking at to do this perhaps toward the end of October. And it's a great way for not only honoring some people in the community, I thought, but at the same time to build a bridge also with young people in the creative space also. But at the same time, I did raise the to see how we could do this in a different setting, you know, in a different neighborhood. And that doesn't mean that we don't respect our own neighborhood at all. It's just that I am a firm believer where we sometimes have to travel in order to get inspiration and be inspired in our own community, you know. So therefore, what I propose is to find a venue outside Austin, outside West Side, outside the area that we normally know of, to do something where it can be very upscale and also to bring the attention of some key people, you know, into that event, and then that way we can properly invite them to come and see our own location. So we were looking at more into the Chicago, whether if it is the surrounding downtown area to host such event, you know. So we're looking at fashion shows slash networking slash award night to some of the members within our community to present them with a plate or some sort of acknowledging them, and then also some of the young people as well for their task, the wonderful task they are doing, and you know, basically encouraging them to do to keep doing the right thing and keep thinking positive and keep moving forward. So that's my proposition. And then me and Tina, we've been circling around the city to see what venues will be best. But we are very close to narrow it down. So this is what we have coming up so far.
Great. Thank you, Bernie.
Any questions, anyone?
Yes, I do have a question. Tina sort of piqued my interest when she mentioned that she learned from Bernie that hands need to be present. And I want to ask why.
Otherwise, you're handicapped.
Otherwise, you're handicapped.
It's just I'm sorry. I don't know if you ever see any fashion magazine you will find a hand. So I know it kind of look weird. Let me do this for you in the camera. I'm sure you've seen it.
Yeah.
You know, you've seen models where they like the exaggerating poses where the limbs have to be, otherwise, I don't know, the human mind doesn't process it the other way. It's just one of those marketing and PR and mind
Uh-huh.
and the work. As much as
Okay.
we like to think our mind works very fluidity,
Yeah.
it's not. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know that's kind of crazy. I see Maria, she has her hand raised.
Yeah, hi. My question was, so the designers that you're using for this show, are they gonna be West Side people or kids, or are they just designers that you know, or
No,
perhaps?
it could be a combination of things. I did not go to the details of that yet. Our sole focus right now it was to
I know.
find the location first.
So
And
what location are you looking? So are you still talking about the city, or are you just talking about downtown area, North Michigan Avenue?
yeah, downtown Michigan, kind of like yes, surrounding those areas. Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah, we will definitely be using some young people from the West
Oh
Side.
yeah, we definitely wanna use them for whether they're gonna assist backstage. If some of them have makeup artist skills, yeah, or we're gonna utilize them all the above from the list. We do have a list. I like to call it a production list. So wherever they can somewhat fit in into that production list, we'll definitely utilize them. Yes. And just to put it on the record, we want to create an ambiance where they feel inspired, you know. So for me, that's one of the key mission we want to highlight there. Instead of giving them something they're like, oh, okay, this is another, you know, and not looking at it as a as just an event, you know. But we want this event to be more an inspirational side of things more than anything else.
Awesome. So keep your eyes and your ears open.
Yeah.
So lastly, I want to thank you so much, Bernie.
You're welcome.
I just want to bring to your attention some things that's happening around. Now, mind you, a lot of this you will see from Austin. We are not just saying we're pro Austin. It's just that I get a lot of emails and notices from the Austin community. And I know part of the reason is because I'm from Austin. People know me in Austin and they know that I will promote their events. However, East and West Garfield Park, North and South Lawndale, please, Humboldt Park, Upper and Lower West West Side, please send your chambers, if you're from the chambers, if you're from community organizations or churches, please, or businesses. If you're looking to promote your business, please send it to us. We also have resources that we could share. If you're looking to even do a ribbon cutting, grand opening, we will come with the scissors and the ribbon. That's if you don't have your own preferred. Some places will have their own ribbon. We'll just bring the big gigantic scissors. We just recently did a ribbon cutting for a grand opening for the field school. And they took over the former Key School building. They just opened up to the community. And I believe they still have open registration as well. And they were located, well, temporarily in the Oak Park area until this school was finished, until they were finished with the renovation. So that's where the field school is within the Austin community. And we're here to serve all over the West Side. So just so you know. This coming Friday is the 15th District CAPS and Community Partnership. It's their appreciation time, and this is their officer / community wellness day. And so there's free golfing, free food, and free community. And then Saturday, I serve on the Austin Green Team. I'm the president of the Austin Green Team. We're hosting, this is our first memorial ceremony since COVID. So we haven't had one in 2 years. Normally it's the weekend before Memorial Day. And so we were really hoping to be able to celebrate some of our West Side community residents or people who worked on the West Side. And we normally lay bricks in the Memorial Garden, and we're hoping that you will be able to come and celebrate life with us. There are 8 people who we are celebrating. Let me make it big on this side. 8 people. Oh, okay. I just clicked on the Eventbrite link. And so their names are listed here. Hopefully you will be able to see it. We have Joseph Gardner. He served with the Coalition for a Better Austin. Robert, and people most knew him as Bob Von Drasik. He was with South Austin Coalition. R.T. Tucker with community, he was a community advocate. Lawrence Dunny Conway. Maxine Lorene Gully, who's actually was my mother. She was a community advocate. Terry J. Barnes, he was a retired teacher, and he was a steward over the Wells Garden, which was part of the Austin Green Team. Then we are celebrating and laying a brick for Reverend Willa M. Brown. She's also a community advocate, and she was the founder and pastor of Maranatha Church. And then we have Carolyn Gigi Taylor, who was also a community advocate. And so that's this Saturday at 10 a.m. It will be from 10 to 12 at the Memorial Garden, located at Washington and Laramie, right at the skirt of Austin. Also, Taproots, they're hosting their 3rd annual Unity in the Community. So their event starts at 10 a.m. It will be right across the street from the 15th District Police on Madison and Menards. Then jumping over into East Garfield Park. Oh, and by the way, Garfield Park, they are East and West. They're working on a quality of life plan, which will be just for Garfield. It's not a differentiation of East or West, but they are working on a quality of life plan. So this coming, well, actually it's for the next several Saturdays, the 10th and 24th in September and the 8th and the 22nd, they have their food market open. And so they're asking you to join them on the 2nd and 4th Saturday in the Garfield Park Neighborhood Market. And I was trying to see where it is located. I think it's at the Hatchery.
I think so too.
Yeah, 135 North Kesey. Yes, at the Hatchery, yes. And then Austin Eats, they also have quite a few locations of things that are going on over and all around in the neighborhood. So hopefully you do receive this notice through our e-blast and also on their social media handles, Facebook, and I believe they also have it on Instagram. Every Thursday at the Austin Town Hall, you will have an opportunity to shop and purchase produce. You'll be able to visit the different vendors who have prepared meals that they are selling. But this is 40 acres. They're the ones who are managing this. And then there are a few events, food-related events that's happening too. I'm trying to see here. Austin, oh, and also Austin Garden Collectives, they volunteer in the gardens. So on the 17th, they will be in Harambe Community Garden, which is where Maria serves. She serves in the Harambe Garden. So please If you're interested in volunteering, you can contact Austin Garden Collective at gmail.com, and that's Austin Garden Collective at gmail.com. We have quite a few gardens. The Austin Green Team, we have 5 gardens in Austin. We're desperately looking for volunteers to come and help serve. We're closing out our gardens, so please come and give us a hand. You can reach out to me even through the chamber if you're looking for other gardens to serve. Then Anchor Residency will be hosting an event at the Austin Town Hall. They have an opening reception, and there's this structure that was built. It's a stage, and they're looking to have their opening reception. Antonia Rupert is one of the curators of this piece, and along with Tiffany Johnson. I think Tiffany Johnson was the lead artist who led this project.
Excuse me, Tina, what is Anchor Residency? Are you saying this is just some kind of art thing that they have in it?
So they are artists who apply for funding support through DCASE.
Okay.
But I don't see DCASE logo here. I see the Park District logo. So maybe this is something that they did through the Chicago Park District.
Okay. I mean, I just hadn't heard about it. Not that I hear about everything, but I didn't know what the Anchor Residency was.
Right,
Mhm.
right. Normally you will see artists in residency, but this is Anchor. So I'm thinking it's a different network who provided funding for this. And if you look over here in the lower right corner, you will see everything is kind of laid out. Normally it's kind of the benches or little stools are placed inside. You would get it. You would know exactly what I'm talking about if you've gone to the Austin Town Hall. You will see the stage here, and it's right before the entrance of the steps that leads up into the town hall. So Austin Workforce Collaborative, and this is from the Austin Quality of Life Plan. They have a West Side Job Seeker bus tour that's going to be touring the entire West Side, going to various manufacturing places and different places of work, showing young people or those who are looking to be employed different job opportunities. And so here you will be able to click and register. And then also, I think they have contact information. Yes, Ethan Ramsey, you can contact him at eramsey@Austin Coming Together. They're not just going to be touring Austin. So any West Sider who's looking for employment, you can either click on this QR code or give Ethan a call. And lastly, you can reach him at 630-474-4016, and that's 630-474-4016 if you're looking for employment on the West Side of Chicago. And then we also have the Beats. This is in the 15th district. However, there are multiple districts that we serve. We serve the 10th district, 11th district, 15th district, and the 25th district. Those all 4 districts are on the West Side of Chicago. And then they have the locations on the various dates within the 15th district. I think you heard my dog in the background. My daughter brought our dog back. We share him. So we have an all-American bulldog here, and he is in the background. He is a very loving and attention seeker dog. So he's in the background. And I believe that's the end of our announcements. And we want to thank everyone for joining us this month. A lot of people can't be seen if you call in. Those people who usually call in are not able to be seen. when we go live, not all the time. But we want to thank everyone for joining us. Any other questions or comments or announcements? Okay. There are some flyers that I was not able to upload. I have to do a little work on it. And I want to see if, let me look at my eBlast folder. Because there is one event that I was not able to pull up because right now it's in, oh, there are two actually. I'll show you this one. This is surrounding grief. Grief is love. Actually, it just started August the 30th. It's at the Bobby E. Wright Wellness Center. And they have a west side and a south side and a west side. Hopefully you can see this. It's at the lower portion here. So 7315 South Cottage Grove. And that's on Tuesdays between 2:45 and 4 p.m. And then on the west side is at the Triage Center, 4133 West Madison on Wednesdays between 2:45 and 4 p.m. So it's women who are experiencing some type of traumatic loss. This is a free session for women to attend. And then there's another one that I need to work on getting uploaded. This is it, okay. Okay. Shall we go for a walk? And so the 15th District Police, they're hosting a walk in the 5,000 block of Gladys. It's a walk for peace. And we're going to be promoting this again. I have to work on exporting it out as an image. And when I was uploading, I just had a difficult time. But I'm going to work to export it out so that you will be able to look at it properly. And I think that's everything. Yeah, I think that's everything. Any questions or comments, anyone? All right. Well, thank you everyone for attending. We really appreciate you taking out the time and having coffee with the chamber. We will be, as Bernie mentioned, hosting our fashion show / community event. It's coming up soon. And then we're also looking to host other networking and resource educational workshops coming soon. So be on the lookout. And thanks for joining us.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye, everyone.
Take care, everyone.
Take care, everybody.